Hello friends, you're watching Android Tech Solutions, and in this video I'm going to show you how can you implement GitLab webhooks in your Jenkins server. So first of all, you have to install few plugins of GitLab. Okay, so I'll just go to Manage Jenkins, and one more important thing that you must have a public IP address to pull the code from the GitLab. Okay, like for you can pull the code locally also, but for webhook integration, it is necessary that your Jenkins server is exposed to the internet. Okay, like my Jenkins server is exposed to the internet. Okay, I have deployed it in my EC2 instance. Okay, so I have a public IP address. Okay, so I can go ahead and configure webhook. Okay, but if you are doing this in your local system, then GitLab webhook will not be executed. Okay, will not work. Manage plugin, and just click on available, and I'll filter GitLab. Okay, so I'll install two plugins, this GitLab plugin and GitLab hook. These two plugins which we will require. Okay, I'll click on install without restart. So GitLab plugin has been installed. GitLab hook plugin is under installation. I'll just restart my Jenkins server, and make sure in your server you have installed Git. So I'll do yum install Git, and in my server Git is installed. If you are using Ubuntu, you have to run apt install Git. So the first thing is you must have a public IP address. Okay, your Jenkins server must be exposed to the internet. Okay, after that I'll just open my GitLab account, and here is my GitLab repository. So this is my repository, and here is the code. Okay, and here at the left I'll go to bottom, and here you will find settings. Okay, in settings you will find integrations. I'll click on it. Now here is the dashboard of integration. Okay, and here if you scroll down, here you will find project services. Okay, and here if I scroll down, I have Jenkins CI. Okay, I'll just click on it. Okay, before doing this, I'll open my Jenkins server, and I'll create a project. Okay, like from that the webhook will be triggered. I'll go to the dashboard, and I'll create a new job. I'll create it as GitLab webhook, project name GitLab webhook. You can give any name. I'll choose freestyle project. In description I'll put it as GitLab webhook. After that, here you will find GitLab connection. Okay, like if you have to make some connection, like private connection, so you can go to configure system and you can configure it. Okay, but without that also it will work. Okay, so this thing is optional. Okay, you don't need to do anything over here. After that, you have source code management. So like to pull the code, here I'll go to my project, and here I have the repository link. Okay, to pull the code, and here I have a directory and a readme file. Okay, in my project code, I'll just put it over here. Okay, now here it is asking like branches to build. Okay, here you can specify the specific branch if you have. I don't have any specific branch, so I'll leave it empty. And here we have repository browser, and here I'll choose GitLab, and I'll share my link over here. Version 3.0. After that, you will find build triggers. In build triggers, you have build when a change is pushed to GitLab webhook. Okay, I'll just copy this. And here you have various other like build triggers, push events. Like here you can configure it. Okay, like according to your usage. So what I'll do is I'll copy this URL. And I'll save this project. I'm not doing anything, just I'm trying to pull the code through using the webhook. Okay, there are no builds currently. I'll go over here and I'll go to settings, then to integrations. And here we will choose Jenkins CI. And I'll click on active. Trigger is like when the code is pushed to the GitLab repository, and then Jenkins URL. Okay, so my Jenkins URL is, this is my Jenkins URL. I'll paste it over here. Just make sure that your Jenkins is exposed to the internet. Okay, or this will not work. Okay, you must have a public IP address. It is very necessary. Okay. After that, my project name. Like for our demonstration, I'll just change the project name. I'll set the project name as, means I'll not leave any spaces, and I'll rename this. Make sure that you two don't have any space. I have replaced the space with underscore. Okay, and I'll just copy this. The project name, you have to copy the project name and put it over here. Okay, after that you have to specify username and password of your Jenkins server. My username is Gaurav and password, and I'll click on text settings and save. And here you can see Jenkins CI is activated. Okay, now I'll just go to my project and I'll move over to my readme.md file, and I'll just edit something. Currently it's empty, so I'll give over here my GitLab webhook, and I'll just commit changes. Means whenever the code is pushed to the server, so we have made some changes in our repository. Okay, and if I go to my GitLab hook and if I refresh this, so nothing is built. Okay, I'll click on Jenkins and no build is executed. Okay, so let's check why is it not builded. Click on configure. Because it was like when we changed the GitLab the project name, so this build trigger was unchecked. That's why there was no build. Okay, so if you to have renamed it, so just make sure just this is enabled. Okay, I'll just save this now, and I'll go over here and I'll again edit my readme.md file. I'll put something over here and I'll just commit changes. Now I'll move over Jenkins server, and here you can see there's a build. Okay, I haven't clicked on build now, but here is the build. I'll click on this, and if you see in the description, it says started by GitLab, pushed by the username. Okay, and I'll just click on I'll check the build console output, so it is success. Okay, and if I'll go back to the project, and in my workspace I have the project. Okay, I have a directory and a readme file. Okay, if I show you over here, so here you have this directory and readme file. And now I'll try to view the readme file to check whether everything is right. So here you can see my GitLab webhook and hello, which I typed in my readme.md file. Here you can see. So now if I make another change in my readme file or any other, if you push the code, any other, the webhook will be implemented. I'll just edit this file again. I'll just remove hello, and I'll just click on commit changes. Now I'll do this back, and here you can see second, it is also build is also triggered. So here you can see the second build was also triggered by our webhook. And if I click on console output, so here you can see the console output. So we have successfully implemented the webhook from GitLab. Okay, so thank you guys for watching this video. Do like this video and subscribe to my YouTube channel for more amazing tutorials. Thank you.